Hello. Today I am going to start a series of sharing Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History with you by Vashti Harrison. And I think each week, or so maybe more than once a week, I'm going to share with you one of these really great Black female leaders that are in this incredible book. So today, see if I can get my camera squared up, we're going to talk about this woman right here, and that is Phyllis Wheatley. And she lived between the years 1753 and 1784, and she was a poet. So I'm going to show you the picture here again. There she is. Just beautiful illustrations in here as well. But Phyllis's literary skills were apparent early on. She published her first story when she was only about 14 years old. For anyone, this would be a major feat. But Phyllis was a slave, so it was truly unique. Her original name, date of birth, and exact birthplace are all unknown. When she was only 8 years old, she was taken from her home in Africa and sold to a trader, then transported across the Atlantic to Boston, Massachusetts, aboard a ship named the Phyllis. She was then resold to a man named John Wheatley, who purchased her to be a personal servant to his wife. The Wheatleys soon recognized her intelligence and began to nurture it. They taught Phyllis everything from theology to mythology, an education that was rare for a woman and nearly unheard of for a woman of color. With the family's backing, she traveled to England to publish her first book. It was called Poems on Various Subjects, Religious and Moral. She was the very first African-American woman poet to ever be published. She corresponded with George Washington and the famous French writer and philosopher Voltaire. And he called her a master of English verse. Her work was so powerful that abolitionists used it as an example of the intelligence and promise of Black people. In 1767, she was emancipated. Unfortunately, she struggled financially and lived in poverty for the rest of her life. She received a great deal of praise during her lifetime, but validation from white society was integral to her success, and it never came. She continued writing, but was not able to find a publisher in America. Her natural talent and body of work live on as fundamental contributions to American literature. And that is a little bit about Phyllis Wheatley, poet.